we have a whole new batch of Stranger Things Season 5 set photos. We're going to get into those images in a second, but before that, leave a like on the video for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new, as well as turn on notifications for all things Stranger Things Season 5. I post set photos as soon as they drop, news as soon as it comes out, so if you are into Stranger Things as much as I am and are ready for the ride to Stranger Things Season 5, make sure you do that and stay up to date on the channel. But without further ado, here are those new set photos.
Hi guys, it's Millie Bobby Brown here, and I'm on the set of Stranger Things right now. We are in the hangout room. This is the hangout room. This is the kitchen. And right here sits Forest by Mills coffee. And I got my tumbler and I filled it with ice. Now, some people might say there's too much ice. You do you. But that's what the coffee's looking like right now, you guys. It is delish. It is quite late at night right now because we're doing some night shoots. So cheers to that. Wow, it hits every time. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Alright, there are all the most recent images that I have not showcased yet on the channel. We're going to get into each one in a little bit more detail right now, starting with, of course, the picture of Hopper. Now, I'm not going to go into extensive detail on a lot of these images because I do know I tend to ramble on, but just right off the bat, Hopper looking great, looking a little older and scruffier. Again, I'm always going to relate everything back to the time jump, which is almost all but confirmed, especially with this image. There's had to have been a little bit of time in between 4 and 5, or at least sometime in between an episode in Season 5, where Hopper has kind of grayed out and become a little more scruffier. Looks like he's kind of put on back a little more of that weight and has very big and gray beard. Now, he looks like he's in a junkyard. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to be, but a lot of people in the comments are speculating something about the hat and the stopwatch playing a big part in this, and I'm kind of in the dark on that. So if you guys have any idea what this stopwatch theory is about, especially with him being in the junkyard, please let me know in the comments below. But yes, Hopper looking great. Now we are onto this odd picture of some semis. This is just a quick image from a set. I believe these are just giant semis carrying props, carrying equipment, and there's a camper as well. This kind of looks like their base camp for a filming location. Again, up on this big grassy hill, they've been doing a lot of filming on these grassy big open field locations, probably just trying to knock those out of the way first. But again, I don't know if this is the radio tower location or that other location that we saw Will and Robin at. I'm not sure what they're doing in all these open areas, but I'm sure it will be revealed sooner rather than later. Next, we got a picture of a military vehicle on set. That's about it for that one. I mean, of course, there's going to be a huge military presence in Season 5. I'm sure they're still after Elle, still trying to get answers about the Upside Down and what all was happening in Hawkins. The next picture we see on some of these little wheelie dolly things, a lot of those upside down tentacles or whatever you want to call them. And at the end, it looks like they're almost cut off. So I don't know exactly what that is showing us, but these could be severed from the upside down, or maybe those are just what they use to stick them to certain objects and set pieces. And next, this is one of my favorite parts. We have the core 4 putting their hands together. This is a very nice looking scene. I want to know the context of this. I'm sure this is going to have some big hoorah moment following it. Like, we got this, guys. You know, everybody puts their hands in the middle, like, let's do it. The party's back together. Let's finish this. We can see Lucas in the background. Looks like he's wearing some sort of a varsity type jacket. I believe that is Dustin's hand on the top, and the next one is Lucas, followed by Mike, then Will at the bottom. I can only assume, but this is definitely the core four, just in a reuniting scene. And I don't know, this is just very nice to see. Part of me feels like they're going to really focus on the core four in season 5. We do know they are going to go back to some season 1 roots and bring it full circle, which is amazing. And I really hope this has something to do with it. Now, I'm going to debunk a theory I've been seeing a lot in comments online. People are saying these hands look very grown up. This is probably a flash forward in time, like post-credit scene or end scene where they're grown up and still together. I completely disagree with that because, yes, while these hands look grown up, well, if you weren't aware, these actors are very grown up. These actors are ranged anywhere from 19 to around 23, 24 now. So, I mean, while that is still very early in your adult life, some hands might look a little more grown up than others, especially Gaten's there on the top. I mean, he has grown a lot since season 1, and that is most definitely his hand. So, I'm just going to debunk that theory. I don't feed into that theory whatsoever because, I mean, they are adults. They have adult hands, and in this show, they are most likely going to be entering their adult lives. So that's really plain and simple as that. And even if they did do a end scene where they all, you know, hold hands together or whatever, we don't know if everybody's going to survive, you know? So that's just a kind of a dumb theory in my opinion, and it's pretty blatant that those are the current actors' hands in present day, and they're adults, you know? Here is this photo of the Duffer Brothers on set. I believe this is also at the junkyard. It was shared with the Hopper picture, so this is just the Duffer Brothers having some fun on set. They shared a couple of other images from set, this one being a blood references picture. It looks like a binder with a printed out picture of the Hawkins rainbow room with the blood everywhere, which I can only assume is from Eleven and Vecna's fight or Vecna's initial attack on the kids in the Hawkins lab. And the blood references is referring to the references of where the blood is on the floor. And either this is them going to revisit the Rainbow Room set to do some shooting and they need to know where the blood was because the blood still needs to be present for the given scene, or they are going to kind of mirror the Rainbow Room in a different scene and that blood has transferred over, maybe the upside down and there are bodies on the ground where the blood was, or something else. But blood reference, you know, refers to literally that, referring to where the blood is in comparison to where they are going to place it now for wherever or whatever scene they may be shooting, which is really interesting. I'm curious to see where they take the Rainbow Room arc, and I am excited to see more of it. Here is just an image of a camera in a big looking set that says Brozone. Not much to go in on that. Next, we have this video of Millie Bobby Brown, and this is the kicker here. This outfit, and correct me if I'm wrong, looks very similar to what Millie Bobby Brown was wearing in that rooftop scene with Finn Wolfhard, that we've been speculating on for the last couple months, and that I made a huge video on that a lot of you saw regarding her hair and how it alludes to a confirmed time jump. And here she is wearing that same thing on set for Stranger Things Season 5, making a coffee with her long hair and blood coming out of her nose. So 11 has her powers. There has been a time jump. She has the hair. She's in the same outfit, guys. This basically confirms it. And of course, the blood coming out of her nose, she uses her powers for something. And this, of course, is after the time jump. So I think my theories are coming more and more to light with this video. Thank you, Millie, for confirming this for me, because now we know the hair comes back after a time jump and the threat is imminent after the time jump, causing 11 to have to use her powers, as we see with Millie Bobby Brown, blood coming out of her nose in this image. Here we see the Duffer Brothers, or the Upside Down production team. I'm not sure if that is the Duffer Brothers. It's a hard time kind of making it out from the back, but it looks like they're on a huge blue screen set, which is Very interesting. This is probably going to have something to do with the Upside Down, or apparently special effects, from what I've heard, is going to play a huge factor in Season 5, which I'm kind of on the fence about, but hopefully they do it right. Hopefully they pour some huge budget into this as it's the last season and they make these visual effects look good. Next, we have 2 shots of the Wheeler house, looking great as always. It doesn't look like much has changed, just looks very clean, ready to be shot in. And lastly, we have another shot of this radio location. I want to know so badly what this location is going to be, its role in Season 5. Is this going to be a new meetup spot for the kids? Is there some sort of secret lying here? Are they communicating with somebody? But here is a old-looking car at a deconstructed cell tower at the, what I can only assume is the radio tower, or this might even be the junkyard. It's kind of hard to tell, but nonetheless, just a cool-looking set photo with an old car. And that's it for this huge video and set photo and video dump. I hope you guys stayed till the end, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite set photo was and what you're looking forward to the most in Season 5. Also, make sure to leave a like on the video on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.